What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Beemer Fam. Behind me we have both of my dream cars, both of my BMW M4s, and today we'll be talking about what I do for a living to be able to afford both these cars, modify them, travel with them, and just enjoy these cars to its fullest. So if you guys are new to the channel and haven't seen these cars before, these are both of my BMW M4s. This one is a 2015 and this one is a 2021. We'll start with the 2015 since we haven't had this car on the channel in a while. I picked this car up of May of 2020, so we've had this car for around 4 years, and it's painted in mineral white metallic, and it has the adaptive headlights. As you can see, we've also added this nice carbon fiber front lip from the M4 CS. We went ahead and added 20-inch black diamond wheels, BD-F12s. This car is on stock suspension. There's no spacers on it as well, and just look at that fitment on the rear wheel. It's absolutely amazing. Nice wide tires in the back, wide wheels. We've got a nice spoiler, OLED tail lights from West Coast Euros. We've got a nice LED diffuser with the brake light in the middle. And then we have a full AWE track exhaust. So this car is straight piped. Sounds really good. We're gonna start this thing up in a bit. Take it for a few errands, get some gas, and pretty much enjoy it. We've got full black extended leather, merino leather. We have that Carbontastic LED steering wheel as well. So you've got M Performance pieces, carbon Alcantara. But this car is a DCT, so we've got magnetic paddle shifters. You can see this carbon fiber trims down there. So 7-speed DCT. So this is my 2021 BMW M4 Coupe, and you can see it's finished in Portimao blue metallic. I've always wanted a deep blue car like this car, and we've done a few things to the car, including a full valve master titanium exhaust. It also has Mastery Art Design downpipes as well, but you can see underneath this is a valve system, full titanium. It's just so nice, like art piece under there. So it's fully straight pipe, valves open, and then valves closed. It sounds like a stock car, which is very nice. So this one also has carbon roof, and then you can see the wheels on this are the factory gray competition wheels with the alloy trim along the edge. You actually don't see these wheels often. I think they look really good, especially with the blue. And then we also did the yellow DRLs in the headlights, which look really good, menacing. But my favorite part about the car is definitely the interior, because we have full carbon fiber bucket seats inside of this car, which is like a $4,000 or $5,000 option. But then you can see we also added the Carbontastic LED steering wheel, and this one as well to match that one. But I think this one looks a little better, a little more aggressive. It's got the red buttons, and then you see we've got a 6-speed manual in here as well. It's also my favorite part. So the technology in this car is absolutely amazing. And then aside from both of these cars, we actually have a lot of cars back home in Michigan. M cars, we've got M6s, we've got M6 Coupe, Grand Coupe, we've got X5M, E92 M3, V10 M5s, M Roadster. A lot of M cars back home, special cars that we're actually going to see upcoming soon. Get up close to the exhaust system. Absolutely amazing. Let's go put it in sport. That's a prime example of how dicey this car can be, bro. We were full sideways. That's crazy. I mean, obviously we have to let the tires get warmed up. I mean, these tires honestly don't have much tread to begin with. This car does need new tires. Yo, it sounds so good, bro. It sounds so good. Just let the revs build. Wow, it's fast. It's fast. You know, you lose no boost in between gears. Like, it stays in power. If you want a faster car, you can't beat a DCT. And this gearbox feels so much more alive than the 8-speed that's in the ZF, you know, G80, the new M cars. All the new M cars had the 8-speed ZF transmission, and those feel soulless. They feel numb. This still feels so much more alive. And that's something that we figured out at the track day when we got to drive the G80s to its limit, and then we got to hop back inside of the F87, drive that to its limit, and the time attack course and everything. And dude, these cars literally night and day feel so much more alive, just stock. And that's why I ended up getting a manual, along with a couple other reasons. I just missed the manual, but it felt much more dramatic in the 6-speed and the G80. It felt like it matched more. I don't know. From the M cars, here we can see the M4 parked up the outside for the first time in literally months. It looks absolutely amazing. See the mineral white, it's still clean. The car is clean. I had it cleaned, I had it waxed. Damn, F30, 335 going crazy. But yeah, man, the mineral white looks amazing. I don't know if you guys remember, we also touched up the front bumper, so all the rock chips are gone as well. Carbon fiber looks good down low. Black diamond wheels look so good. Carbon fiber side skirts. But look at the wheels, man. These wheels are so aggressive for these cars. I still recommend them, especially if you want to fix that traction issues that come with the stock wheels. These are much wider, a little heavier, sure, especially if you're going to tune these cars, run more power. But man, you come around back, see the tail lights, which is such a vibe. Such a legendary design with these LED tail lights, OLED. So why is this car not in Michigan yet? It's pretty simple. We've had a few delays with parts for the G80. So planning on driving the G82 to Michigan, and we're planning on shipping this car to Michigan as well. Obviously the G82 is going to come back out to Southern California at some point. But we want to do some real cool stuff to show you guys with our family's cars this summer. That includes modifications to our M6 Grand Coupe, that's a manual by the way, our X7, E92 M3, maybe even our X5M as well, our V10 M5. We're modifying all of those cars this summer, so I think the G82 also has to be properly initiated back into the family. There's something about driving it to your family, letting everybody see the car, letting everybody go for a ride, let the kids get in it, sit in the driver's seat. We haven't done that with the G82 yet, and for me, especially, you know, running this channel, Beemer Fam, is so crucial for the family to initiate the car. Of course. Watching for a while, you'll see I've alluded to the G82 literally has a new bumper getting here next week, new bumper and fenders, and then we have to paint those fenders and bumper, and then we have to apply wrap. So we're doing a color change to the car as well. We got to do all that first, because in order for us to ship this out, we got to have somebody home to receive the car, and ideally I would like to receive this car and film it for you guys. Oh man, we gotta do it. We're gonna have to pop this in neutral and just get on with today's Q&A. So we're gonna start with Instagram. We also did YouTube on our community posts. So if you guys are interested in getting into our Q&As and want to ask us any cool questions that you might have, follow us at Beemer Fam on Instagram. And for those of you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, keep an eye out on those community posts as well. So the number one question I have been asked inside this whole Q&A and just in general, people who see me in person, people comment on my YouTube videos and Instagram account, they want to know what I do for a living. And a lot of you guys asked right here. So what I do for a living is I am a content creator. Let's try and summarize it. Obviously I get paid from like YouTube ad revenue. They give you a check every month, and then sponsorships, and then for Instagram you have bonuses that kick in here and there, and then also sponsorships for Instagram. So altogether it is a full-time job. It's more than full-time. I would say for the past year to 2 years I've really been putting well over 40 hours, sometimes 60 hours a week, editing these videos, posting, tagging, and thumbnails take hours just for each thumbnail that you guys see on these YouTube videos. So I don't make the most amount of money in the world, but I do make a full-time income. And just the F82 alone, we put almost $15,000 worth of mods on that car. But that brings me to my next point, is the sponsors is so crucial for what we do here on Beemer Fam. We make cool videos, we modify the cars. The F82 got over 1.5 million views. Not only just brand deals that we do, but also the modifications and the parts that you see on the car. So huge shout out to all of our sponsors, Carbontastic, Valve Master, AWE, all these sponsors over the years that have helped put mods on our cars. Fitment Industries, you guys have been awesome as well. So 3 years ago is when I started making more money than I was from my part-time job with YouTube. I had the F82 M4. I was like, you know what, let me go full-time. Let me take the F82 out to Southern California. I can film in the winters, and I can go back and forth between Michigan and Southern California all the time. And yeah, that was where I essentially decided to go full-time all into YouTube and just social media in general. First question from Giovanni. What was your first car? My first car was an E39 BMW 528i. It was rear-wheel drive. It had BBS wheels. It was black on black interior. It also had super rare like graphite wood black trim too. It was such a timeless car. It was actually my dad's car, and he owned that pretty much since it was almost new. He passed that on to my older brother, and then he later on passed it on to me. Rafin Ryan is asking problems with S58 engines. Honestly, at this point, I haven't heard of any problems with the S58. We're gonna have to let a little bit more time pass on, then we'll know what's kind of the weak spots of these engines. ZLQ is asking, what is the first sedan car to have a V10? I thought it was the V10 M5. Raj DO7 is asking, can we get exhaust on diesel engines? I'm not sure. I imagine you should be able to put some kind of upgraded exhaust. Why not? Because exhaust is coming out anyway. You can always make those parts lighter, different materials, save some weight. 13D07M, you're asking, when will you change the grille and add lips to the car? So as you guys have found out in today's video, we are replacing the whole bumper on this thing. So I was going to do CSL grills in the meantime, but I figured I'm going to be putting a whole new front end on this car, and fenders too. There's no point of changing the grills up. We might as well just rock the stock ones. And honestly, these grills are probably my least favorite thing about this car. They're so ugly to me. The CSL grills, the GT3 looking grills look so much better. Pretty much anything but this. The new front bumper is partial carbon fiber, so the whole center part of the bumper is actual carbon fiber, and then it has a carbon fiber lip to go underneath it as well. Fenders are partial carbon fiber, so just you wait, just a few more weeks. We got to get it painted, and this car is going to be looking hot. David S. I30N, is there a major difference between driving the straight piped F82 and G82? Hopefully today's video answers that question for you. You can see there's a big difference. I mean, this is manual car, the F82 is DCT, just that alone, completely different experience. Pedro Rosa 07, how much horsepower will your M4 have? We're going to be shooting for the 700, 800 horsepower mark. That seems to be pretty easy. Just a tune, some intakes. We already have the front mount intakes at the house. Aaron Baga, I've got an X6M. Can you suggest some suitable, subtle modifications? Absolutely. X6M, you really don't need to do too much tuning wise, but if you do want to add more power, you can add intakes. And just a simple stage 2 tune, you're going to be pushing like 700 horsepower. But also exterior wise, lowering it looks really good on X6Ms. I've seen a few out here. Lowered wheels, and then you can do carbon lips, front lips, rear diffuser, even side skirts, mirrors. You do the whole carbon body kit. It's not okay, CVAC. Do you have exhaust setups on your other cars? Yes, our F82 M4, AWE track exhaust. E92, my brother's E92 M3 is a custom straight piped exhaust with a upgraded muffler, and his X5M has AFE, like the $4,000 exhaust. Our M6 Grand Coupe, GT Hausmeister shaft exhaust on that, and that's the full system. Our V10 M5 has Valve Master, custom catback, I believe. Our M Roadsters, fully straight pipes. Our M6 Coupe car, downpipes only on that car, and a muffler delete. Downpipes to muffler delete, axle back, and there's a couple more I might be forgetting. We're taking up a lot of time on that question. Irvine Photographer 707, any supercars for the channel? All right, here's how I feel about supercars. Obviously, you guys could add the money up together, and between just both my M4s, and that could buy a supercar. I mean, technically, I could have bought a supercar, a used older supercar instead of this. But here's my thing: I've always been an M fan since I was little, and these cars remind me of my family. And honestly, my goal is to collect as many M cars as I possibly can. Eventually, I do want to add Porsches into the mix. Some other Euros, you know, maybe an AMG here and there. But supercars, honestly, I'm really in no rush. I feel like I'm not one of those guys who feels like they gotta, you know, buy a supercar at the earliest age. I want to space it out, enjoy the cars, enjoy each build, kind of focus on them, and then look up when I'm in my mid-30s and like maybe even early 30s, maybe in a few years, and I'm like, okay, we can add a GT3 or a GT3 RS to this collection of M cars and stuff like that. But Yeah, M's got my heart, man. It's my favorite car. It's front engine, rear wheel drive, a lot of power, great styling, great interior. It's got everything you need. How loud will the car be after you install intakes? It's going to be very loud. Maybe I'll put in a clip right now. Emily Nixel, choose for track, Elantra N 2024 or BMW M2 2024. It's easy, M2. It's not even comparison for me. Razine, is this the best daily around 100K if you love drift and speed? Absolutely. This is the best daily, arguably, for any price tag. You can get this thing in a sedan, coupe, convertible, don't matter. Buckets, comfort, don't matter. All One Day Worldwide also asks, are you going to get new rims? Absolutely, I'm going to get new rims. We are looking to get wider rims. We might go 20s in the front. He also asked, when will you tune the M4? We're going to tune that after the warranty dies down on this car. So maybe next year, maybe this winter, we'll tune the car. We want to get a few road trips done on this thing first, and then once we've done that, we'll go ahead and tune it. When will you install carbon strut bars? So there's actually a lot of things I want to do to the engine bay on this car, most of them including carbon fiber, so stay tuned for that. But I would say the next month or two we should be able to do that. Ashley, what is your favorite BMW? My favorite BMW is the BMW M1, specifically the Pro car, but that has the best sounding, one of the best sounding engines of all time, but definitely the best sounding inline six cylinder of all time. It's so raspy, it revs up high, it sounds so good, it crackles, it shoots flames, and the car itself is, you know, engineered so well. It's literally the only BMW supercar to ever exist. Weber, what is one BMW that you would buy in the future? I would love to own M5 CS. Love that car. Also would love to own X6M. I really do want to own all M cars. I'm not kidding you guys. I will be starting my collection within the next couple of years or so. Would you take an M3 G80? Absolutely. I actually considered getting an M3 G80 manual with buckets, but honestly, I just wanted an M4 again in the coupe. I just like the M4s better personally. If I'm going to get a four-door car, it would probably be like an M5 or M5 CS or something like that. Always Jose, I'm your biggest fan. Hey, bro, shout out to you. Do you have an M2? No, we do not have an M2, but we want one really bad. We might get one here soon, so stay tuned for that. Cosmin, can I have an M4 CS, please? Absolutely, just put in that work, bro. Grind, I swear to God, you'll get one. Bruno, which mods would you make to an M3 E92? All you have to do is slightly lower it, add spacers, front lip, trunk spoiler, diffuser, side skirts, carbon mirrors, and please put some kind of proper exhaust system on. I know Valvetronic sounds really good on the E92s. I would throw one of those on it. You could tune it, you could not, but you need an exhaust. That's the one modification that you need for E92. You could do nothing to the car and add an exhaust, and you've succeeded. Flawless like Chris, G82 over G80? No hate, just genuinely curious. So, yeah, I'm a coupe guy. When I think of an M3, I think of a two-door coupe. When I think of a four-door M car, I think of an M5. I think when it comes to these kind of cars, I'm going with the M4. I love the M4. I love the last generation M4. So there's something about a coupe, carbon buckets, manual type of vibe that's very historical for BMW M. What's the next modification? Excited to see him. Obviously, at this point, we're just waiting for the bumper. We're going to be changing the color on the car as well. And then we've got the front mount intakes that's going to go in with the bumper as well. So that's pretty much next. Where is the lighting steering wheel from? That's from Carbontastic at Carbontastic or realcarbontastic.com. What is your dream car that you're looking to buy in the future? Honestly, I would love to do a winter SUV build on this channel. I would love to get an X6M competition, the new generation, the G generation, and just go ham with modifications on the car. Exhaust, body kit, lower it, do wheels, all of it. I've seen a few heavily modified X6Ms like over in Russia and stuff like that, and they look wild. I think that'd be so cool to do some winter road trips in it, take it up to the snow, really drift it, and just have some fun with it. What do you think about the M3 Touring? I love it. I think we really should have gotten that over in the US. They would have sold every single one, absolutely, without a doubt. Abdul, planning to buy a used M4 with a manual transmission, 30K miles. What do you think? Is it a good long-term car, and what should I be looking for before buying it? Just make sure it's not tuned. I would not buy a tuned one, and if you do buy a tuned one, make sure it has the crank up fixed. Aside from that, the cars run great. You might have to do the turbo cooling lines if it's higher mileage, but you're talking 30K miles. Dude, enjoy the car. Just don't get a tuned one, and if you do, make sure the crank up's done. Do you plan on selling the G82? No, I do not. This is the last generation of manual M car, so we're gonna do it right. We're gonna mod the hell out of this car, and we're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna travel with it. It's exactly what I plan on doing. Selling is not one of those things. In today's age, what would you recommend as a daily Beamer? I love my Honda, Bay Civic, No chance of upgrades, but then Beamer's was calling my name. I feel you, bro. You can't go wrong with an F30. F30's got all the tech, all the modern kind of styling and features and stuff you want in a BMW, and they're also tunable and they look cool. You get a coupe, sedan, convertible. F30s are solid cars, and if you want an SUV, you can obviously get like the X3 or X4, and I think they're attractive for people who haven't had a BMW before as well. What do you think about the M4 CSL? That's a dream car as well. I would prefer to modify a manual one. I just like the manuals on these cars a lot better. CSL, bro, that's a raw car. I would love to drive one on the track. Somebody asked me when do I plan on lowering the car. If you guys have seen the video, we already lowered it. We got iBox springs. Any charge pipes yet? No, not yet. Coming soon. Any list of mods for your previous M4? Did you sell it already? And if not, what's the asking price? Ballpark. Not for sale. And if you want to see list of mods, go check out building a BMW M4 in 10 minutes. What do you know about the manual transmission? How much power can it hold on the GX platform? So I know James, the owner of Vile Motorsport, has around 40K miles on his car. He's been running a piggyback tune, a race chip, and he's on his second clutch. So I think if you're gonna go with a tune, then you've got to upgrade the clutch, especially if you're going to unlock the DME. When are you and Finding Nick going to do a collab? So we're talking about that soon. I want to get some more mods on the car, but I want him to drive this car. We're going to be doing something pretty soon. Stay tuned for that. How much does it cost to get a carbon fiber race display steering wheel? That's going to cost you around $2 grand for this specific steering wheel. Go to realcarbontastic.com. Some of us would really like to see a collab, bro. Bet. Coming soon. If you had to go with a different brand than BMW, what brand would you go for? Porsche. What made you want to start YouTube? That's actually a really good question. We kind of touched on it earlier. You know, I figured why not share my family's cars with the world and just see how it goes. It was really just a creative outlet for me. The goal wasn't never to make money or make a living out of it. Opinion of front grille, it's grown on me, honestly. I mean, yeah, it's grown on me. The grills have grown on me. The stock grill has not. It needs a CSL grill or a GT3 grill or a Vorsteiner grill. Then you've got my attention. Until then, I'm already over the front end of my car with the stock grills on. Why didn't you buy eVenturi intakes? I'm a bit disappointed because they've spiced up the engine bay with some carbon fiber. So these intakes, yes, they're not carbon fiber, but we are going to be adding a lot of carbon fiber to the engine bay. So don't you even worry about that. What's one thing you see other people do that you would absolutely never do to your own car? Honestly, slamming them and like overly cambering them. I never understand the culture of doing that to your car. There's no function to it, and to me it doesn't look cool. But obviously, if you're a car guy, do your thing. Do whatever makes you happy. Just because I don't like it don't mean you can't like it, but that's something I've never understood. To be real with you, why do BMW YouTubers hate on the 340M? Y'all pass some cool builds, cutting off. Really hope you answer that. The 340 M340s, I assume you're talking about, they're great cars. They're very common. I guess it depends on where you are. You see them all the time. So to me, they're great cars. I respect them. I love to see people modifying any BMW, but they're not, they don't make me the most excited. Who's that you're driving with at your passenger side of your car? That is Chanel. That's the bae. She's actually the biggest help with this channel, as far as like day in, day out, really helping out with things. Shout out to Chanel. I make about 50K a year and want to buy an F80 or G80 M3 and start a content channel. With that, I'm traveling 40 miles for work a day. Do you think if I look in the used market, it will be a good idea to pull the trigger, reliability, and financially wise? And there's a reply on here. I honestly can't speak on that too much. You know your situation best. I'm not a financial advisor, but I really do hope you get a G80 or F80, both amazing cars. When did you first decide that you should start posting Beemer Fam videos? Please shout me out. Shout out Monty1929. If we're saying when, 2017. Why don't you buy NOS or Nitro? Because I'm not trying to blow motors. If you had $1 million, what car would you buy? For one car, $1 million, Ferrari F40. And on that note, so that is it for today's Q&A. We're going to be doing a lot more of these in the future. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check us out on Instagram at Beemer Fam. I really appreciate you guys for watching all these videos. Like I mentioned, that is how I make a living, is social media. So everybody who shows love on every single video, the comment section, hitting the like button, you guys really, I do appreciate the support so much. That is why this year I'm going to be doing a lot to make it well worth your while staying tuned to this channel, because we have a lot of crazy stuff planned for you guys just to enjoy. So, and again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.